Hi, my name is Brian from PEP. As you can tell, we are going through a lot of changes, switching PMPI over to PEP, Phantom Elite Paranormal. There's a lot of changes that I had to do for our group. A lot of power moves for us. We are merging with another paranormal team. All their equipment, everything's coming over to us, and we're just doing a lot of new stuff, a lot of new charities type stuff, and going into a lot of the Freemason type stuff. And there's going to be so much stuff that we're going to do. It's just that we, kind of grew out of the PMPI thing. My co-founder Dale, he is going through a lot of problems, and simply can't keep the name the way it is, and just a new look altogether. I think it's something really cool for us to do. It's going to be hard starting all over. It's pretty much starting all over. And we like to thank a lot of people that do follow our videos, and it's a joy bringing you guys what we experience. We're going to turn into a kind of a talk show type thing. We already are leaning towards that. So the new name, new people. We're trying out a lot of new people, left and right, just to see if they're a good match for us. And it's been a rough road. I can't lie about that. It just really is something that we need some dedication and motivation towards the team. And a lot of our stuff, that we do is pretty much very entertaining, I think, and just going to a lot of the places that we go to, it's just amazing. I'm going to do a call out here for a few of our fans. One of them, I'd like to say thank you to Angeline Dark 5. She's been a very good supporter of us for a really long time, and I appreciate her comments, and it's really, really nice. I have another one. 11 Deborah 11. She's I really enjoy listening to her comments, and to be supportive of us. I like to hear that. They know us all by name and know how we are. I mean, it's really cool that we have people like them too. And then there's Eldorado. I'm sorry, man, I can't spell your name right, but Alejandra, that's it. The Dead Man, the Dead Explorer, I should say. He's very. I love watching his videos on YouTube here, and it's been a blast talking with him, and especially other paranormal teams in general. They've been really cool to us, and getting to know those guys, especially around this area. We have a lot of paranormal teams that are really awesome to us, especially the one that's actually merging with us. They're just dropping all their stuff and just transferring right over to us. And I understand it can get really stressful running stuff like this, and to be in charge of everything, it can get to you. And I don't know, it just turns into, it can get boring, and it can get very stressful fast. And especially now, with all this stuff going on, a lot of this new stuff going, trying to get everything up and running again. We let go a lot of people on the team, just because they're either not showing up or whatever. The dramas of it is unreal sometimes. It's either you come, you don't come. It does come down to if you really want to do this stuff or not. Anyway, it is something I love doing, and the people that are on the team, PEP, it's kind of hard to say that yet. It's not fluent off my tongue yet, so just in the middle of editing this particular video, and I had to add this into it. But again, a lot of those people that watch us and follow us, we really appreciate your support, especially now. A lot of changes, like I said, is going on, and I hope you all stay with us. Our new website, our new Facebook page, we're transferring everything over from PMPI over to us now, and I think it's a strong name. It's a strong name, a strong logo, strong everything. And I think that using this new logo, we are going to experiment a little bit too. This particular logo, the eye, it's actually the logo that we have. There is a plan behind it, and it's actually a protection seal that I made myself. And there's a lot of meaning behind that logo that we have now. Protection is number one, and I thought it was kind of cool to make, an all-seeing eye pretty much for our investigations. It's more or less protection for us, protection for the new team, and pretty much new success for us. It represents a lot of things subliminally. A lot of you know that I'm into a lot of that hypnosis kind of type stuff and alternate meanings, and I'm a very self-conscious person, and I think like a lot of that logo is going to bring us a lot more success than we have in the past with PMPI. So I mean, it's not an evil thing by all means. It was something that I've been thinking about a long time to do. I don't see any other paranormal team doing it. I thought it would be something really, really cool to do, is to make my own protection seal within our videos. And we've seen a lot of things in the past that we noticed that spirits and that can attach to this particular cases that we had, and I think having a protection seal and will help keep them from following us. I think it is a really, really brilliant idea to do. We're going to be doing a lot more kind of type stuff with practicing having seals within our videos, seals, magical seals. Anyway, I'm going to get going here in a little bit. Yeah, I think a lot of these new changes is a very smart move for us. It's going to be rough, and there's no denying that it's going to be rough, but yeah, it really is very stressful. And I hope you all enjoy our videos. They're going to be changing a little bit too. Um, they changed a lot since we started doing these, and I think the changes call for a drastic move, and this is a drastic move. Go, guaranteed. And yeah, well, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy. This is actually an outtake. This video that you're about to see, it's an outtake of our Masonic Lodge investigation. I actually recovered the footage that we did the actual investigation. That's actually releasing on Penn Network this Wednesday. So I'm gonna put this one out right away. You can enjoy watching it. It's all about Freemasonry. So enjoy. I think you'll enjoy me and Jesse's conversation here. All right, I'm gonna go and enjoy.
Alright, so we just had the full spectrum camera crash on us after using it all night, and it wrecked the file.
Yeah, something happened to the file. There was all kinds of stuff that we were trying tonight to debunk. Yeah. And we debunked the lodge. It was just a simple reflection off the bottom step there.
And we got photos of that and stuff.
We were trying out my new app on my phone, voice activated. We could set the phone down and in certain locations and just say cheese.
Lovely, lovely white picture of your face, by the way.
We could set it we could set it down. We were using it on the steps. Anytime we said cheese, we
takes a picture.
Voice activated. So that was kind of cool. And we'll probably use that down the road.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna turn this into a talk show because we lost pretty much half of our main footage.
We do still have lava on audio and on the DVR system, but the actual, face-to-face following with the camera stuff we lost.
Yeah.
So, but you wanted to talk about the Freemasons a little bit, just to explain and clarify some stuff?
Yeah, I think that would be something that, be really beneficial because, we're gonna be targeting a lot of Masonic lodges this year for just to get it out there that it's not as evil as everybody thinks it is. Why don't you go into what's the difference between actual Mason that does stone stuff and Mason, what we do, yeah.
Basically, actual bricklayers and stuff in our fraternity, we refer to that as, wow, I said it before on the other camera that we lost.
Operative?
Yes, thank you. Operative Masons, actually like bricklayers, stuff like that. And that's traditionally how the Freemasons began, back like when the cathedrals and pre-medieval stuff. That's where bricklayers developed into the actual fraternity. Basically, when they started letting non-Masons join the fraternity because they were having money issues and stuff at that point, Same thing any organizations or guilds have. So they began letting other people join, and it became a popular thing. And then down the road, as time went on, as we veered away from the actual operative Masonry altogether, and now we're more of a fraternity and you know, one of our mottos is we take good men and make them better. It's basically just self-improvement, you know, through, you know, storytelling and, you know, it's like a second family, really.
Well, you know, the reason why we, you know, again, you know, the reason that we are doing buildings for Freemasons is that they're really old. You know?
Yeah, sure.
And like we were saying before, I mean, this becomes your part of your life. You know, it's not. It's such strong tides that when you take that oath, you know, to join, you that becomes more than what you expected it to be. So now, I mean, it really, you know, getting into the history of the Masons here, I mean, it really, I think a lot of it needs to be clarified, and like how everybody thinks about the Illuminati and how the New World Order stuff got involved in here.
Right.
I think we go into that a little bit too. So,
well, a lot of that, you know, there's a lot of conspiracies out there that the Freemasons are the same, or at least connected to the Illuminati, and I think how a lot of that originally began was when the U.S. was being formed and stuff in 1776. You know, as most people know, that was primarily led by Freemasons like George Washington and you know, Benjamin Franklin and other, you know, famous names like that. At the same time in Bavaria, there was this group doing some crazy stuff that really was known, and that was the Bavarian Illuminati. And I think how they got tied together is, I think, if I remember correctly, the founder of the Illuminati, I don't remember his name.
I'll put it on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I'd have to
well,
look
anyway,
it up.
their tendons, the main thing about it is illumination. And a lot of their code names and stuff like that would fit in with the Masonic wording.
Right.
Like, you know, finding light, you know. It's just something. I lost my concentration there.
Well, but the Illuminati, they actually had plans that they actually found paperwork and stuff, that they had plans for the whole world domination, New World Order and
that
stuff.
thing was actually dismantled.
Yeah.
The New World Order was dismantled. The Illuminati was dismantled back then.
Right.
You know, as soon as the Masons found out that guy was trying to do that, they kind of just dismantled it.
Yeah, because the Illuminati never officially had any ties with the Freemasons, except I think like the founder of the Illuminati, I think he was a Freemason before he started doing all that stuff. So I mean, they got that one tie there, and then, you know, plus they were doing that in the same year that the United States was
And we
being
have
founded.
things in place that, like, you know, rules set in place that we're not allowed to talk about politics.
Right.
We're not allowed to talk about religion within a lodge. And a lot of that is actually made because, you know, Illuminati and that stuff is in play. You know, yeah, there's some things that we can't go into, but that's our little thing
Right.
to do. But hey, you know, it really does affect how your life is, and that's why I kind of figured that let's do a lodge, because the personal items here, the
tradition and, you know,
and a lot
repetitive,
of
you
a
know,
lot of
ritual
this
type
stuff has been handed down. I mean, they got books here that are probably older than this building. Like I said, it was about 150 years old, this building is, and
Yeah.
it's just unfortunately that we debunked everything here. The EMF spikes that we got.
Seems to be related to the light switches.
Yeah, we can show you real quick. I might as well.
Yeah, that we could actually show, because that we lost that too.
Nicole, you want to take the camera?
Okay.
Or are you?
Okay. Alright, so around the corner here, let me see the light ones.
What are you doing?
Giving her some light.
Alright, so there's a light switch there.
Ready?
Go ahead and flip it on. Yeah, so it's going
That's
off.
because the wiring is not shielded properly.
Yeah, so go ahead and flip it off once, Becky. Now it stops. So,
And
yeah.
the other EMF's at a 2. Flip it on. It goes all the way up past 1.
Does it?
1.5 it goes up to.
Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much debunked.
We even used the black light. We even went up to the wall to see if there was a reflection off the wall. The black light would have actually brought up any reflection, but we found out that it's actually
Probably the corners there or
corner
something.
or something.
There's some shinier parts in the paint.
But there was just so much that it irritates me that we didn't figure that out first time.
Well, we had a lot more equipment to double up on this
Yeah.
time. You know, we had more cameras. You know, more cameras, more recorders, more everything. So, you know, it was a good thing coming back and redoing it. You know, we actually were able to cross-reference stuff better and, you know, figure it out.
Kind of wondering what I'm wearing here. I mean, that's there's different branches of the Masons. They're not just one branch. We got the Shriners, which
That's
the Zor, the clan Zor, pretty much. There's different types of Shriners as well, but this particular one is my favorite. It's more or less running. Huh?
Keep missing the flap there.
I'm trying to put my phone away. I'll just put it in here. This is my normal uniform. What I wear at lodge meetings and
Well, not so much the Fez. That's separate from the
I
main
guess,
lodge.
yeah.
That's one of the different branches.
I don't know. Can I go into that maybe? Like the different.
It's basic information.
Blue Lodge and Red Lodge. Blue Lodge is standard.
Like what we're at now.
We're in a Blue Lodge. Anything like York Rite or the Shriners or they're all Red Lodge.
Yeah, commonly they're called like appendant bodies, which they're basically just
Different hierarchies.
yeah,
Pretty much.
But the thing in common with all of them is they have to be a member of a Blue Lodge, a regular Masonic Lodge, before you can join any of those. So.
Yeah, and these guys, particularly the Shriners, they fund a lot of charities.
Yeah, their main one is the children's
hospital.
Yeah,
the hospital for children.
Yeah.
Shriners Hospital.
Yeah, that's like the thing they're really well known for.
The Shriner Circus. We got that.
The Zora Shrine Circus, everybody knows about that.
Yeah, that.
What about the motorcycle group?
Yeah,
It's the same.
Yeah, they have the camels, they have the motorcycles,
Golf carts.
clowns.
They've got all the cool stuff.
Yeah, all the clowns at the Shrine Circus, those are all Freemasons.
I just say that because my dad got his hands on a Shriner bike
Oh yeah.
a while back. It was the Shriner Blue.
Yeah.
Because they weren't able to track down the paint job, like color.
But yeah, you know, PMPI was actually going to move into, you know, the more of the supportive type things, and we're not going to necessarily focus on paranormal. We're going to focus on anything metaphysical. And what I mean by that,
Your feet were right on the cords where they connect.
We gotta break stuff. We need more broken stuff.
I know, I don't know, maybe it was the memory card or something that crashed on there. I think we had some kind of like EM burst at the last place that we were at. I'm actually we're lucky that Becky's camera's still running. I really think that something affected the cameras that night.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It's the first time that they all did that at the same
The
time.
first time that it ruined the SD card.
Yeah.
Oh, that way, yes.
Like,
I
it
just
lost the file. I completely lost the file. Like, everything that we did tonight was gone. It's gone. I'm probably not going to ever get it back. And I think, as a new SD card, you know, it's a high-end 16 gig card that it shouldn't have did it at all. Like, losing all that material it's upsetting, but you know, that's why we're just going to throw the Mason stuff in here. I think, you know, that
It's an appropriate time to go over some of it for anybody that might be interested.
yeah. And this isn't going, like we said, this isn't going to be the first. We're going to be going to a lot of other places.
Yeah.
I think that it would be good too, because honestly, we just debunked everything, and you know, this place isn't haunted.
No.
So we can go a little bit more into the Mason stuff. I do. You're a 32nd degree, Jesse.
Yeah, that's in the Scottish Rite branch of it.
That's in Madison, correct?
Yeah, there's different ones for Wisconsin. There's one in Green Bay, one in Milwaukee, and Madison. I think those are the only 3 in Wisconsin. So they're not scattered out all over like the Blue Lodges are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, kind of same with the shrine.
Okay.
So, yeah, basically that's just you know, the regular Blue Lodge is composed of like 3 different steps of like Masonic education to become a full member. And the Scottish Rite is all the additional steps that just go into different lessons and, you know, Masonic history and stuff, more or less, is what it teaches. It's kind of like, you know, everybody goes through like high school and then you can go on to college, you know, you can go on and learn more about stuff.
We also have scholarships and stuff to help you out and further, you know, go through scholarships and that for degrees in that. I heard, especially like the Job's Daughters, you know, they have a lot of that stuff going on too.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think this lodge and I think some of the other ones, they actually do fundraisers, like popcorn sales and stuff, miscellaneous stuff in the summer to actually raise money that they then find a deserving local student to give the money to as some help toward scholarship funding.
We don't let everybody in. That's for sure. For, you know, membership in that, there really is really have to be a good person to even consider coming in. You can't have any felonies on your record, anything like that. I mean, you really have to want to be a better person.
Right, and some of that is, I mean, you know, what one person sows represents to the public, I mean, kind of falls on the whole fraternity, you know. One bad apple, you know, as they say. But, I mean, also because, like, the Job's Daughters and, like, a couple of other different kids groups that, Freemasonry is connected to. We don't really want, felons and stuff, having direct contact.
We respect everything about. I mean, it is a sense that there's some things that we obviously can't talk about, but it's the stuff that people really need to know, that that we're not here trying to take over the freaking world. It's just
it's kind of tough when we're not even allowed to talk about stuff in the actual meetings about religion or politics.
Them two are
That's the
that
two main
makes
things.
the world turn.
Right. I mean, that's what basically governs a lot of stuff, is political and religious leaders. I mean, right now it is like with the Catholic Church, the Pope is like stepping down because of a bunch of, sounds like, different reasons, controversial stuff.
If people are following that, they already know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
That really is.
I mean, that's a completely separate issue, but
It is.
I mean, it affects a lot of people,
And we always, Masons always had a problem with. Well, it wasn't until this recently Catholics are allowed in
Right.
Masonry. They weren't allowed in for a while.
Yeah, because, I mean, for whatever reason, they thought we were all evil and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but yeah, if they knew that you were a Freemason, they would make you either quit that or kick you out of the church. I think that's all pretty much a thing of the past now for the most part.
The thing is, Masonry is older, older than a lot of, that is the oldest.
Than some of the official branches of different religions now. But I mean, of course, Masonry has changed over the years too a little bit.
We're designed for every religion. Like, if you believe in one God, you already qualify, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the basis of the religious aspect of it.
If somebody was being initiated in, we would pull out that specific kind of Bible per se for their specific religion. It's pretty neat. At our lodge or whatever, we never had to pull out a different book ever, but if need be.
Yeah, I've heard of different lodges that most of the members were Jewish or Muslim or any other religion, and usually that's the.
And we're not really all the same. Like, if you went to like a Jewish lodge, they're a lot. I heard they're a lot stricter.
I hear a lot of European lodges are stricter than the U.S. ones. I mean, they do things a little bit slower and more methodical and more secretive. I mean, if people think the U.S. Freemasons are secretive, talk to some of the Freemasons. If you can find them, talk to some in the European countries. They are really secretive.
They passed a law there, didn't they? Like, you actually have to tell the government that you're a Freemason or something like that.
Yeah, we got about 5 minutes left, I guess. I don't know what country that is, but yeah, I did hear something about that you actually, especially if you're like in politics, you have to make it known that you are a member. So
it sucks. Whatever. I don't think that should be something to worry about.
Do you guys have anything to say to wrap up the night?
I have to thank the lodge for letting us come in again and letting us do our debunking and do our investigations again. It's nice to be welcomed into a lodge.
Yeah, it's a beautiful building.
It is.
And what do you think of the whole Mason thing?
I was kind of under, all I knew about Masons was, the little bits and pieces you guys told me. And, all the skewed stuff that you see on, like, History Channel or National Geographic, which obviously
Is blown way out of proportion.
Exactly. So,
Well, so goes for ghost hunting shows on TV.
yeah.
We're gonna have another place coming up on the 16th here. Maybe something in between. We kind of figured that it would just turn into a Mason show kind of thing, and then debunk the place. We were wasting our time last time going all over the building.
Because this is where we're mainly having stuff happen.
And we're gonna go from a Freemason lodge to an old Catholic seminary.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some
We'll
cemetery.
be welcome there.
Cemetery out in the back of the place, and oh yeah.
Alright, well, that's about it for the night, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll get going here, and hopefully we can get our team more stable. I mean, we've been having difficulties with cases and scam artists, and trying to get into places that don't want to sign our forms that we need them to sign to be completely legal, media-wise and that. So let's get out of here and go have some Taco Bell.